Well, Coach, this is playoff football in Chicago. The cold, the wind, the snow, and these Bear fans wouldn't have it any other way here inside historic Soldier Field. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Chicago Bears. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Hey, 180. 54. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And some room to work. And he's into the clear. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 81 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. Now, after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Greer and the Panthers set to go 1st and 10 at their own 23. Greer looks to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Squeeze. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Greer escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Greer. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Below Nichols. Able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bears take over. They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Here's Trubisky to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Check, check. Hey, exit. Check. Rock it. Get it.
Back to the air. Greer on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this. He's got a man. Complete. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 74 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
It was Eric Reed in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Check 50. Check 50.
First down, a run with Cohen. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick. He's been decisive. And he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Lock in, lock in.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long, letting one go deep for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Sliding out of the pocket, and that is incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey, and that'll bring up second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Greer again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, stand off. Check 13. Check 13. 49. Check 49. Ready.
Throwing on 3rd down, Greer. And he's got Moncrief. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield, marking down at the 49. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 51 yards. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. But they talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 19-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks just like a quarterback would on offense to get him into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Running for it, Montgomery. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Kill. Bravo. Hurry.
Greer will look to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Open man is Samuel. Complete. A big play there for the Panthers. 46 yards. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do? Put a man on him. The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
45 to Mike.
From the 36, Greer flush to his right. And this one's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
I'm coming after you.
A shotgun snap for Greer. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 26. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On second down, it's Cohen. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now Cohen. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Now Trubisky. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Well, the field goal obviously a little dicier here with the elements in the snow, but still right on the border of field goal range. But they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! SOS, SOS, SOS. Check 52.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On second down now, it's Cohen. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal?
Hey, ball.
They run. This is Cohen. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hey, switch gears.
On first and 10, Greer. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
To try again after the sack, Greer gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43.
Recon, 132 fighter. 45.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, Delta. Hey, lock it. Fire.
On second and 9, Greer eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Greer operating from the gun. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. Greer now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's first and 10 here. Greer on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Mike 45. Hey, man. Watch scoop. He's coming. Double up. Let's go.
To throw on third down, Greer. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Again, it's Cohen. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Cohen. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Check, watch 54. Hey, 18.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this will be taken at the 13. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Akeem Hicks able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Greer sets to throw. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep rights into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 8 yards of the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
18.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. So not only did they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
54 Mike. Switch up, switch up. Lock in, lock in.
They try again with Cohen, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Hey, pick your game up. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Hatchet, hatchet. Bang, 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 bang. Red, touch. Alert, 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 alert. Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Yes.
On third down, Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Mike 54. I'm coming. I'm coming. 18. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cohen, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
180.
On third down, a run with Cohen. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll run with Montgomery. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Mike 54.
Now Trubisky to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Greer. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
First down, Panthers.
All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Greer. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. They do tack on the extra point as well. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring it. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
At the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Tackles,
Chopper!
watch twins.
Hey, Alpha!
Tighten up.
Snap!
After the turnover, here's Greer. Flush to his right. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. Second and inches. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Kill, turn up.
Hey, Orbit!
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Hit it!
Greer now to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Hit it!
45, Mike, 45.
Go!
You can't block me. Check.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey.
Drop in.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grind man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gonna make you up. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish him. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designing sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Yeah. One up and up is One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. Have it, stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the